The sprinklers put out X amount of mil of water per hour, then you just calculate how many hours you need to water for, but you need to take into consideration that the soil might not be able to take it all back to back. So that's when we get into this cycle and soak. So you might want to put out 11 mil of water or 8 mil of water to get this back up to being completely like a full sponge. You might want to break that into two watering events, so 2 4 mil watering events. So that's about 20 minutes. So you do a 20-minute, you let it soak in, and then do another 20-minute. This is going to stop you from, when you walk out and you kind of step on the lawn and it's squelchy. That's when you're going to start wasting water. If it's on any slope at all, the water's just going to plane off and it's going to land down at the lowest point, and that's when you're going to get your fungal issues at night and every other, I guess, damage. If it's a turf, it's going to be growing inconsistently, it's going to be damaged, it might get fungal issues. So I think the best thing to probably do is to do a water budgeting example over here and drag all that information together to give you a bit of a real world example. So yesterday I used a lawn, a garden and some trees. So commercially you guys would see this a lot where, or maybe on a streetscape situation where the tree lines actually run independent to the gardens. Obviously they let the trees establish, usually turn those tree lines off later, and then obviously the gardens are maybe a little bit less native and need to be watered more regularly. So if that was a residential system, we're going to have a lawn, say with MP rotators in each corner, a garden with drip tube running at a predetermined spacing, and then you might have your tree line with large trees. That's a tree. Actually looks like a railway crossing, doesn't it? It's probably not. That's a tree. So you might have irrigation coming on either side of that. And then you might think we've got large pots. We're going to put shrubblers. You guys have used shrubblers. So pressure compensating shrubblers, they do 24 litres an hour each 24 litres per hour each. So you might be getting 48 litres here, here, here. So in this situation, we're going to water for an amount of time because you could work out how many mil you're putting out, but it doesn't really mean anything because it's not over an actual area like that. So we might say we want to water that for 1 hour a week while they're establishing. The MP rotators are going to deliver 11 mil per hour, and we'll say 20 mil an hour for this, just for the ease of this. So that's how much water the actual products that you've installed will deliver. You now need to work out how much water the actual area that you're looking to water needs, right?